All right, so my name is Sergeant Garza. I'm with the Othello Police Department. I'm also a school resource officer. In the back over here is Officer Lopez. He's the other school resource officer. So if you guys attend the high school or any other school here in the Othello School District, we're your officers, we're your guys. If you don't know what a school resource officer does, basically, we only work within the schools. If something happens at school or on campus or on the property of the school, whether it's the parking lot, here in the commons, at the football field, they call us. We go to investigate. If it happens out in the street, they call a patrol officer. So this is like our micro jurisdiction. We serve the Othello School District. We have 2 now. We used to only have 1. Now we have 2. Go for it. Hit the next one, please. So what's my role or what's our role? It's really easy. We carry about 3 hats, and it's really simple, okay? The first one is we're educators or we're teachers. Now, we're not certificated teachers. We're not like the teachers that are in the halls here, but we're teachers of the law. We have students that come up to us and ask us questions. We have staff members that come up to us and ask us questions, and we teach them about the law. If you guys didn't know, some of you might, there's a criminal justice class that the high school holds here. Cops are the ones that teach that, and I'm part of that. Every day, or not every day, but a lot of times we have staff members and students come up to us, ask us questions, and we teach them about the law. That's our number 1 job, okay? Our second job is to be an informal counselor. What that means is we give students guidance. We're like a counselor. We're not the counselors that are in here, but students come to us, they ask us questions. We'll give them the best guidance we possibly can in any way we can. We want them to come up to us. We want them to trust us. We want to build the positive relationships because a lot of people might only have contact with police in a negative context, whether you get stopped or maybe you're the victim of a crime or something along those lines. But we want to instill in our youth of this age that police are positive. We want them to have positive contacts with law enforcement. And then lastly, I'm a police officer. Officer Lopez and I, we're full-fledged police officers. I've been doing this for 17 years. I'm a sergeant. So if there's a crime that happens on campus, we are here to investigate, and that's what we do. Please, the next one. Okay. I want to talk to you guys today about fentanyl and opioids. Okay. Fentanyl is a big deal, and it's been infused and it's being injected within our community at an alarming rate, and it's extremely, extremely dangerous. Fentanyl is highly addictive, and it was created, I think, back in the 1960s. It's an extreme pain blocker. You think about your normal Tylenol or ibuprofen that you might find at Walmart. Fentanyl is 100 times stronger than that. 100 times. Think about that. It's for acute pain. It's usually prescribed to people that have had some type of surgery for extreme pain. However, it's being abused, and it has some deadly effects. It only takes a little bit to kill you, and this is what people don't understand. It takes 2 milligrams. 2 milligrams, and you fall on the ground and die, just like that. Every single one of these police officers here, well, there's only 2 of us, we carry, it's called Narcan, on ourselves for people that overdose on opioids, on fentanyl, and we've used it many upon many of times. It's extremely dangerous. 2 milligrams is all you need. You might be asking, how much is that? How much is 2 milligrams? Bang, look up there. No, go back. Getting ahead. Boom. That's 2 milligrams right up there, right next to that penny. That's all you need, and you're dead, you guys. You're dead, okay? Another dangerous thing, it gets absorbed through the skin. So if you're touching it or handling it, you're going to die, okay? That plain and simple. So why is it a problem, okay? It's a problem because it's so dangerous, and the cartels that make it and ship it across the border, they don't really care about me or you whatsoever. All they care about is how much money they make. There's no quality control down there where it's being made. There's nobody walking the floor and saying, hey, let's make sure we get the right dose in this pill, okay? They don't care. All they care about is shipping it over and selling it. And so these counterfeit pills that are made, they could have anywhere between 0.02 and 5 milligrams, okay? 5. All it takes is 2. Some of these pills have 5, which is twice the amount of a lethal dose. Overdosing is a deadly mistake, and 40%, 2 out of 5 pills are overdosed. They're called hot. They're hot pills. So out of 100 pills, 40 people are going to die for taking it. 40 people, okay? This bag right here was seized in one of our cases here in Othello. How many killers are right here in this bag? How many killer pills? 40% of them, you guys. It's dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. Okay, next slide, please. Let's watch this video.
It's just the latest major safety concern about these fake prescription pills that are everywhere these days.
Your local pill dealer is not a local pill dealer. He is an armed drug trafficker, and then that is the evolution of what has taken place.
Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid invented in a lab in 1960 and approved 8 years later to help cancer patients. Like heroin and morphine, it mimics the pain-relieving qualities of opium. But fentanyl is 80 to 100 times stronger than morphine, making it the go-to ingredient for cartel chemists, churning out bootleg and potentially deadly prescription pills.
Our streets are inundated with fentanyl, and specifically when it comes to counterfeit pills.
DEA agents seized more than 20 million counterfeit pills nationwide in 2021. That's more than the previous 2 years combined.
Some pills are poorly made, but some are nearly identical. The only way you're going to know is with a chemist. Nobody's has a chemist available to test pills, so therefore you just don't know.
On the left is a real oxycodone pill. On the right is a fake. The only difference is 40%, or 2 out of every 5 counterfeit pills, contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. So just how much fentanyl does it take to kill you?
To give you a frame of reference, that's 2 milligrams. That's considered a lethal dose of fentanyl. That's 2 milligrams right there.
Because fentanyl is so strong and causes feelings of euphoria, cartels mix it with filler and food dyes to create fake versions of oxycodone, OxyContin, and Xanax. Many times, fentanyl pills come in a blue form, stamped with an M30 to mimic the oxycodone pills made by Mallinckrodt Pharmaceuticals. But the scariest thing is that fentanyl can become disguised as any pill. They are cheaper to make, but give users more of a high than even heroin and meth, leading to addictions that can be incredibly hard to kick.
This is not what you grew up with and somebody ended up getting a bag of marijuana that they brought to the high school or anything like that. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry set up by these drug cartels.
Those fake pills cost pennies to make and yield massive profits. Last year, Customs and Border Patrol seized more than 5 tons of fentanyl nationwide. Going by 2 milligrams as a lethal dose, that's enough to kill 2 billion people. The largest bust came in August near San Diego, where agents found 127 pounds of the deadly opioid hidden in a trailer. It had a street value of $13 million. But to the cartels, it's all a numbers game. Thousands of vehicles per hour cross the border between the U.S. and Mexico. Fewer than 5% go through high-energy scanners that can detect abnormalities in packages and alert agents that pills are stuffed inside, meaning most drug shipments get through. When they do, the fake cartel pills end up with dealers who sell them on the streets, at clubs, and on social media. A lesson Colleen Gregoire learned firsthand.
Russian roulette is what it is.
Colleen says her 20-year-old son Bobby bought some pills after connecting with someone on Snapchat. He thought they were Percocets, but they were laced with fentanyl. Bobby overdosed and died in his sleep.
I think a lot of people don't think it's going to happen to them until it happens to them.
Bobby was one of more than 64,000 Americans killed by fentanyl between April 2020 and April 2021.
So there you go. Like I said, everybody, it's extremely dangerous, 40%. You just never know. So someone might say, hey, I got these pills. You want to try some? Trust me, bro, they're safe, okay? You don't know, okay? Are you going to risk it? 2 out of 5 and you're done. So just think about that, everybody here. Think about how dangerous it is. Make smart, safe decisions when you're out there. And that's really all I have to share.